So, it is time right now, I say it's time right now. Time right now. Time right now. To tell everyone you know. Spread the word. Get your voice heard and tell all your friends that I'm doing this video right now. Because it is world news. It's the world tour. And you never know, I might just cash in. That's right, guys. I still have this. This is still in my possession. Because I am your host, Mr. Money in the Bank, Money Rock. And right now, I want to see those comments flying in. I want to see that bell being smashed and every single one of my notifications being turned on. I want to see you sharing this video and checking out every single one of my other big, expensive videos. So I bring you in yet another video here live on the People's WWE channel. And I'm going to review 3 shows and do predictions for 1 show. But before I get into that, do go and view and like WWE World Wrestling Alliance on Facebook. So the first show I'm going to review will be PCW The Jungle King. It was at Jungle Gyms, so quite a decent venue and quite a decent show. So we saw Exceptico take on Shady Natras. This was the Battle of Britain tournament qualifier match. It's a big, massive tournament, and the winner will get a PCW contract. And I do think it's good that they're bringing in new guys. In this match, Exceptico picked up the win. Then in your next match, in women's action, we saw Rio face off against Vader Scott. Decent match. And picking up that 1, 2, 3 was Rio. So I think a big win for her. In your next one, it was for the PCW Tag Team Championships, the buyout of Jericho Champion Danny Hope, putting those titles on the line against, it was meant to be Joey Hayes and Matthew Brooks. Matthew Brooks was not there. There was an accident on the motorway, so it prevented a lot of wrestlers from getting there. But it was Joey Hayes and Philip Michael. So Philip Michael getting a PCW Tag Team title shot. This was a really good match, but also coming in and winning until your PCW Tag Team Champions is the buyout. In your next one-on-one match, it was Speedball Matt Bailey going against Dave Birch. This was a good one, and no surprise here, Speedball Matt Bailey got his hand raised high. It was meant to be Big Joe taking on Jay Graves again in a Battle of Britain tournament qualifier. But the match didn't happen because again Big Joe wasn't there, so Jay Graves got a bye. But then Jay Graves did lose to Exceptico, so he is now into the tournament final. In your next singles match, we saw Big T Justice take on, Big Time Bruce Wheeler, take on AC Striker, and Big Time Bruce Wheeler victorious in this one. It was meant to be a false one anyway match for the PCW Championship. Tel Bano defending against Dean Elmore, but again, Tel wasn't there, so this match didn't happen. But Dean Elmore did face up against Big T Justice. This match ended in young contest and turned into a six-man tag team action, which saw the team of Dean Elmore, Joey Hayes, and Philip Michael go over the buyout and Big T Justice. So yeah, going for them. And I give the Jungle King 6 out of 10. Before getting to the next review, do go and view and like on Facebook the Evolve People WP team Bring It, as well as FCW Forbidden Championship Wrestling. As well as follow me on Twitter at RickTheRockPay30 and add me on Facebook at Richard J. Pate. And the next review in this one is PCW Optic Halifax. I wasn't there, and a lot of people have asked, well, how do I review a show I'm not at? Kind of just go through the matches, really. There were 6 matches for this one. Again, another 2 Battle of Britain tournament qualifying matches, which saw Sean Only taking on Don Black, and Sean Only was the winner in this one. And then we saw Wesley, and I know you pronounce his second name, Noresco or Soreko, taking on Alan Kay, and getting that W was Wesley. And then obviously we saw Sean Only taking on Wesley in the Battle of Britain tournament qualifier final, and Sean Only got that win, and he will be in the tournament final. In a fatal 4-way match, we saw Rio take on Arcadian versus Bruce Wheeler versus Sheikh El Sham. Personally, I would have had Bruce Wheeler or Sheikh El Sham winning this match, but Rio did win. So of course, a good win for her. In tag team action, the team of Philip Michael and AC Striker faced off against Dave Birch and James Finn. Your winners in this one was Philip Michael and AC Striker, so AC Striker getting a win, so that was good. And in your main event, in a no DQ, no count out match, BT Justice went one-on-one against Sugar Dunkerton. Sugar Dunkerton winning this no DQ, no count out match. I would have had Big T win, but okay. So I gave Attic Halifax 5 out of 10. Not really much to be said in this one, but it was a debut in Leeds. Just a second here. Never ever forget to like and subscribe for those 2 shoutouts. I said for 2 shoutouts, like and subscribe. That's not 1, that is 2 shoutouts, and it's easy enough to like and subscribe. If you like, you subscribe, you get 2 shout outs. Because the next show I'm going to review is WWE Star K 2018. A lot of matches were changed around, a lot of matches were added, a lot of matches were changed. So this match wasn't really announced. In 8-man women's action, Bayley, Dana Brooke, Emma Moon and Sasha Banks took on Mickie James, Alicia Fox, Nia Jackson, Tamina. Coming out the win was obviously Bayley, Dana Brooke, Emma Moon and Sasha Banks. Just a second, I need a drink. But do like and subscribe. In another match that wasn't announced, in tag team action, the B team, so Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, took on Dash and Dawson, the Revival, and the B team getting the 1, 2, 3. And the Revival really aren't being pushed at all. Another match that got changed around. It was meant to be Braun Strowman taking on Baron Corbin in a no DQ match. I think Braun Strowman's injured, and it's not just kayfabe, he actually is injured. But Bray Wyatt returned, and he did beat Baron Corbin. So yeah, good to see him back. But I did think he was going to. The rumours were he was going to get repackaged, but obviously that's not happening. In your next singles action, Drew McIntyre defeated Finn Balor. No shocker here, that obviously continues Drew McIntyre's winning streak. In your next one, for the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the SmackDown side of things, The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro did retain over the New Day. So no shocker here. In your next one, it was for the US Championship, which I could have very easily cashed in for. It was Rey Mysterio challenging Shinsuke Nakamura. Rey Mysterio did come out of the win, but that was a DQ win, disqualification. So I presume they're going to rematch at TLC Tables, Land and Chairs on December 16th. But then it also it was Miz TV. His guest was Rey Mysterio. He and Shinsuke, they both came out. Sorry, his guests were Rey Mysterio and Shinsuke Nakamura. They both came out and spoke, and then Shinsuke attacked Rey. That did happen earlier on in the show. And then it led to a tag team match in a fresh match in which Rusev and Rey Mysterio did defeat The Miz and Shinsuke Nakamura. So going for them, certainly Rusev. Also early on in the show, did forget this one, sorry. Elias was in the ring talking and woo! Woo! Ric Flair came out talking. Then Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, Mickie James and Tamina came out and Nia talked. They interrupted them. In another women's match, Charlotte went one-on-one against Asuka, and Charlotte getting a W in the win column here. I would have had Asuka win, but okay. Goes to Star K is synonymous with the Flares. It was meant to be AJ Styles to go on Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship, but I think they are saving that for TLC, well, they are saving it for TLC, so there you go. So it was AJ Styles to go on Samoa Joe in a steel cage match, and AJ Styles picking up the win here. I would have had Samoa Joe pick up a win, why not? But okay. And in your main event of the night, in another steel cage match that was for the Intercontinental Championship, Seth Rollins was defending against Dean Ambrose. Like and subscribe. And no shocker here that Seth Rollins is still your Intercontinental Champion. So I give WWE Star K, it was a good event from what I saw, the hour that I saw on the network. So I give it 6 out of 10. Do like and subscribe, that's number 3 shows reviewed. And as promised, I will be doing a PCW Iconic, that's right, PCW Iconic predictions. There are 4 matches made. If these matches actually happen, it will be, but who knows, people could be injured, people could be delayed. So Big T Justice will go one-on-one against Matthew Brooks, and have Big T win a match. He really hasn't won one as of late, a single match certainly, but I feel Matthew Brooks will pick up the win. In a like and subscribe match, that's right, like and subscribe, it will be, and this match should be a good one, but Angelico facing off against Jody Fleisch. It could go either way. And I think Angelico picks up the win. It will be for the PCW Tag Team titles. Well, it was going to be. So I'll probably presume they'll have to find another design on somewhere else, find another option. But it was going to be the buyout defending against T and Sugar, T-Bone and Sugar Duggan for the PCW Tag Team titles. But now that's not much going to happen. And why? Because all WWE UK guys are not allowed, and T-Bone is in that, are not allowed to appear on indie shows that will count PCW. So they're now going to have to find another option. And in your main event for the Cruiserweight Championship, it will be Tel Bannum defending against Joey Hayes, and I think Tel Bannum retains. And it's a UK thing, that's right. All guys that appear on the TV show, on the network, cannot. And there's only certain shows they can do. I think it's Progress, ICW, Future Shock, and a couple more. They're not allowed to appear on those shows, other shows anymore, which is really, certainly for PCW, really isn't a bad, huge thing really for him. I don't think it's gonna, you know, what am I saying here really? I don't think he's gonna kind of be a loss to PCW. Ashton Smith and T-Bone kind of got to push as much as they were going to do. They were good, they were popular, but it also does force PCW to bring in fresh new faces, which really isn't a bad decision at all, a bad thing at all. And also other companies force them to bring in new, fresh faces. So you got what we're saying there. But I won't be there on Friday. But it should be a good show. Now we'll be doing a review of it. Did I mention you can hit that like button and you can always subscribe? I don't know if I mentioned that or not. And I will be doing another video of all WWE review shows this week. So get watching that tomorrow. That'll be live. Get watching it. And also it's a final. Well, I watch it on Wednesdays. The final season finale of Total Bellas. Anybody watching it, do let me know. But for now, thanks for watching. Remember, I could always cash in. So I could be there in Bolton. That's where it's going to be on Friday, 30th of November, to cash in. If you smell what Money Rock is cooking.